Glory to Jesus Christ. Today is Wednesday, March 26th, the 24th day of the fast. Yesterday from St. Silouan, we heard him mention about that we should be prepared at all times for death. Again, a harsh reality, but nonetheless a reality. And we read from St. John Climacus from the Divine Ladder of Ascent, picking up on that as well. So St. Silouan today will continue with that theme of the remembrance of death. The man who is mindful of death is not beguiled by the world. He loves his fellows and even his enemies. He is obedient and sober, and so peace is preserved in his soul, and the grace of the Holy Spirit comes. And when through the Holy Spirit you come to know God, your soul will delight in the Lord, and you will love him and will ever remember the sweetness of the Holy Spirit. And this is verily heavenly food. I can't help but think as we hear that last sentence that the sweetness of the Holy Spirit, that this is heavenly food, that Mary of Egypt, going out into the desert for so long, was fed, and not necessarily just by an earthly food, but by the angels, by the Holy Spirit, literally nourished by God himself. I think that that's a lesson that we can take with us throughout the fast, that it's not only the food that nourishes us, but literally Christ himself through the Holy Spirit, and that connects again to our humility, that we're able to acknowledge that there's just so little that I need, and to put things in good perspective. And I think that that's a good word to think of today, thinking about perspective, and the man who is mindful of death is not beguiled by the world. And so many of the things of the world, they just take us over, and we need to be able to refocus and get that back to God. So again, there is a remembrance of death in the context of that Christ raises us up. So words from St. Silouan for today. We'll read one text from the Lenten Triodian, back to the Sunday of the Publican and the Pharisee, and it reminds us to not forget what we've heard and to just think of basics as well. Sometimes we make things too complicated. And so from the Triodian, we hear, Christ has set before us the abasement of the publican as a path to exaltation and a pattern how we may be saved. Let us follow his example, rejecting disdainful pride and gaining God's mercy through our humility. So let's not make it complicated. The publican simply bowed his head and said, Lord, have mercy. If we think of that and continue on that path, he does indeed give us a good recipe and path to follow as we continue in these holy days of the fast. Glory to Jesus Christ.